So, you've been farming crypto airdrops, right? And you've probably noticed, it's just not the same anymore. The easy money, it feels like it's completely dried up. Well, today, we're gonna break down exactly why that is and give you the professional's playbook for how to succeed in 2026.
Yeah, this quote from Airdrop Alert, it probably hits pretty close to home for a lot of you. The easy money days of clicking a few buttons and waking up rich are gone. I mean, that old strategy, do a few swaps, bridge once, and then just sit back and wait for the cash, that's basically ancient history now. The whole game has changed.
So everything is shifted. The old way, just brute force, random clicks here and there, that's out the window. Now it's a game of strategic depth. It's all about building what we're calling a wallet narrative. Think of it as the ongoing story your wallet tells on-chain. It's about consistent engagement, not just those one-off actions.
Okay, so what exactly changed? Why are the old methods getting filtered out? Well, the short answer is projects got way smarter. They are now incredibly good at weeding out farmers who aren't genuine users. They've essentially put up new high-tech gatekeepers.
And these gatekeepers aren't just simple filters. We're talking about advanced machine learning and graph analysis. Their main target? Something called a Sybil attack. That's basically when one person creates, hundreds or even thousands of wallets to game the system and get more rewards. So projects aren't just looking at one transaction anymore. They're analyzing these huge, complex patterns across their entire network to find you.
Now, this image might look a little complicated, but it shows you exactly what these algorithms are looking for. They are hunting for these coordinated attack patterns that just scream bot. See that pattern on the top right, the star shape? That's a classic. One single wallet funding tons of smaller wallets. Or look at the one below it, the chain. That's where money moves in a perfectly straight line from one wallet to the next. To an algorithm, these are massive red flags.
So, let's look at how these detectors actually think. They're looking for a few key things. First, temporal clustering. Fancy term, but all it means is, hey, did a bunch of these wallets get created and funded all at the same time? Then there's star topology, which is that one-to-many funding pattern we just saw. They're also checking for things like, are the amounts being moved always identical? Are all the wallets performing the exact same actions? And maybe the biggest one, is there only one or two transactions before the wallet just goes silent? All of this stuff points to one person pulling all the strings.
All right, so with all that in mind, how do you actually succeed? How do you beat the new gatekeepers? Well, you have to completely change your mindset. You stop thinking like a hunter looking for a quick score, and you start acting like a genuine, long-term participant in the ecosystem. It's all about building your on-chain reputation.
And that brings us back to this core idea of the wallet narrative. Seriously, the best way to think about it is like your on-chain resume or your crypto CV. Every single thing you do, every swap, every stake, every bridge, it adds another line to that resume. A strong narrative is what proved to these projects that you're a real, engaged user who's actually adding value over the long haul, not just a hit-and-run farmer.
So let's compare the average farmer to the top 1%. It's a night and day difference. The average person, they'll do a few random things, maybe interact with one protocol, and then they're gone. But the pro, they operate with a real strategy. They dive deep into entire ecosystems, not just one app. They keep up their activity for months on end, and they're usually in way before the hype train even leaves the station. The key takeaway here is that it's not about how much money you have, it's about your strategy.
And this quote really says it all. If your wallet looks like a bot, you will be treated like one. It's that simple. If your on-chain footprint looks like it was made by a script, you're gonna get disqualified. It means that looking and acting like a real, authentic user is now the most valuable asset you can possibly have in this game.
So let's get into the specifics. Here are the 4 core principles of the Pro Farmer's Playbook. Number 1 is ecosystem depth. Don't try to farm 50 different things shallowly. Pick 2 or 3 ecosystems and go deep. Use their DeFi, their NFT marketplaces, their bridges, the whole shebang. 2, consistency over time. A little bit of activity every week or month for 6 months is infinitely more valuable than 100 transactions in a single day. 3, strategic volume. Your transactions need to look natural, vary the sizes. And number 4, cross-chain activity. You need to show you're a real power user by bridging assets between different chains like ZK Sync, Layer 0, and Starknet.
Okay, playbook in hand, now for the big question. Where do we actually point our efforts? Let's dive into a curated watch list of some of the most promising sectors and projects to keep an eye on as we head towards 2026.
All right, so this list is based on a lot of research into areas that are really growing but don't have a token yet. That's the sweet spot. You've got prediction markets like Polymarket, which are absolutely huge right now.
Then you have new layer ones like Abstract. Definitely higher risk, but the payoff could be massive. And of course, the big one everyone's watching, wallet infrastructure. A potential airdrop from something like MetaMask or Rabby Wallet. That's the kind of thing people dream about.
And hey, one more thing on this. Do not forget about testnets. Seriously. This is one of the absolute best, risk-free ways to farm, because it requires your time, not your money. You're helping projects find bugs before they launch, which is super valuable to them. It's a great way to build your on-chain story and show you're a builder, not just an extractor.
Okay, enough theory, let's make this real. We're gonna walk through some of the first strategic steps you can take, like right now, to start building that powerful on-chain resume we've been talking about.
So a really powerful and pretty low-effort strategy is staking in the Cosmos ecosystem. Why? Because a ton of projects there airdrop tokens directly to people who are staking. It's pretty straightforward. First, you get a wallet like Kepler or Leap. Then you fund it with some tokens like Atom or Osmo from an exchange. From there, you just open the staking dashboard in the wallet, find a validator, and delegate your tokens. And here's a pro tip for you. Don't just pick the #1 validator. A lot of airdrops specifically reward people who stake with validators outside the top 10 to help support decentralization. It's a great way to stand out.
Okay, this is super important. None of this strategy matters one bit if you lose all your funds. Airdrop farming is like a magnet for scammers, so your digital hygiene has to be perfect. It's non-negotiable. Always use a fresh, dedicated wallet just for farming. And this should go without saying, but never share your seed phrase with anyone for any reason. Always, always verify links from official sources like their Twitter or website, not some random DM. And make it a habit to regularly check and revoke suspicious permissions using a tool like revoke.cash.
So if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. The new mantra is consistency is greater than intensity. This isn't a sprint anymore. The game doesn't reward the person who goes crazy for one day and then disappears. It rewards the marathon runner, the person who shows up consistently, week after week, month after month, and patiently builds that on-chain story.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about now. It's about crafting a genuine, real, and valuable on-chain identity. So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. Looking ahead to 2026, what story is your wallet going to tell?